Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Adnan, your friend from Pakistan, and you're watching Adnan Reacts. So, today we are going to check out episode number 2 of Chernobyl. I recently started watching this show, and the first episode was great. It was more like dramatized version of what real events were like. What I want to say is that this is the magic of filmmaking. I could probably read a book about Chernobyl, and I could maybe, let's for example, let's imagine I could also go and walk towards the people who experienced it in the first place, and they could maybe share some of their stories relating to that incident, and it would have some impact on me, yes, of course, but nothing could ever come close to watching such a well crafted documentary or a TV show about the incidents. It somehow takes us to that place, that time. It's no less than time traveling. If they say time traveling isn't possible, well, it is. At least you could go to the past. In the meantime that you're watching this video, I might be somewhere else. So that's time traveling, I guess. Just sort of my logic. So, anyways, we will begin watching this episode number 2 without wasting any more time. But if you're new to my channel, please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can stay updated. Let's go now.
You work too hard.
Where is everyone?
Oh, they refuse
I think
to
they
come
found those recordings, right?
Why?
The audio
in.
tapes.
Saturday.
Why did you come in?
I work too hard. It's boiling in here. Eight Runken. Leak?
No. It would have gone off before. It's coming from outside.
The Americans?
What is going on? Are they testing for the radiation in the
ID
air?
131. It's not military, it's uranium decay. U-235.
Oh,
Reactor
yeah.
failure.
It's not them. Who's the next closest?
It's Chernobyl, but that's not possible. They're 400 kilometers away.
And that's too far for 8 millironkin. They'd have to be split open. Iodine.
Could it be a waste dump?
So iodine helps with
Maybe
the
seeing out
radiation,
isotopes.
right?
Nuclear test?
I'd have to check it out online
bomb.
more
We'd have
about it,
That's what half our people work on here.
just in case. Nobody's
No one's
answering.
answering the phone.
How could they? How could they answer, right? There's a lot going on there. No idea, but Chernobyl is so far away from them, and still the effects are so obvious.
Get everyone started on an IV. What is that?
Milk. It's milk. Much better than water.
No, stop, stop!
What are you doing?
These are radiation burns. Their clothes are contaminated. Help me! Get it all off. We're taking it down to the basement.
Oh, she got in. It's not safe, I guess. Oh. Things are about to get more worse. I could already feel it. It's just the beginning. It's the same guy, the professor.
Professor Legasov. Oh, no, not yet. They're finishing up some other business. It'll be a few more minutes. Can I get you some tea?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Would you care to read Deputy Chairman Shabina's report while you wait?
Certainly, thank you.
All right, Professor, they're ready. Professor Legasov?
Thank you all for your duty to this commission. We will begin with Deputy Chairman Sherbina's briefing.
Thank you, Comrade General Secretary. I'm pleased to report that the situation in Chernobyl is stable. Military and civilian patrols have secured the
Why do
region,
they
and
keep
Colonel
saying
General
that?
Picarlo, who commands troops specializing in chemical hazards. In terms
We'll
of
tell you the
radiation,
truth.
Plant Director Bricano reports no more than
Maybe.
3.6 Rontgen. I'm told it's the equivalent of a chest X-ray, so if you're overdue for a checkup...
And foreign press?
Totally unaware. KGB First Deputy Chairman Sharkov assures me that we have successfully protected our security interests.
If there is nothing else, meeting adjourned.
Oh yeah, I was expecting something like that.
We can't adjourn.
This is Professor Legasov of the Kurchatov Institute. There's debris. Of what importance that could
There's
be...
only one place in the entire facility where you will find graphite. Inside the core. If there's graphite on the ground outside, it means it wasn't a control system tank that exploded. It was the reactor core. It's open.
They are having a hard time believing that thing, you know?
Comrade
The
Sherbina.
explosion of the
General
core.
Secretary, I can assure you that Professor Legasov is mistaken. The reactor core is intact. And as for the radiation...
Yes, 3.6 Rontgen, which, by the way, is not the equivalent of one chest X-ray, but rather 400 chest X-rays. That number's been bothering me for a different reason, though. It's also the maximum reading on low-limit dosimeters. I think the true number is much, much higher. If I'm right, this
They
foreign
maxed out
recording the
clearly.
equivalent of 4 million chest X-rays in his hand.
Professor Legasov,
What?
there's no place for alarmist hysteria.
It's not alarmist if it's a fact.
Well, I don't hear any facts at all.
4 million,
All
did
I
he say
hear
that?
is a man I don't
Right,
know,
4 million.
engaging in conjecture, in direct contradiction to what has been reported by party officials.
Professor Legasov.
Boris, I will allow it.
Every atom of U-235 is like a bullet, traveling at nearly the speed of light, penetrating everything in its path: woods, metal, concrete, flesh. Every gram of U-235 holds over 1 billion trillion of these bullets. That's in 1 gram. Now, Chernobyl holds over 3 million grams, and right now it is on fire. Wind will carry radioactive particles across the entire continent. Rain will bring them down on us. That's 3 million
Acidic
billion
rain,
trillion bullets
right?
in the
Atmosphere.
air we breathe,
Yeah.
the water we drink, the food we eat.
Wow.
Most of these bullets will not stop firing for 100 years. Some of them not for 50,000 years.
Yes, and this concern
My brain,
stems entirely from the
I
description.
think it glitched with all that information. That seems so high above
Yes.
skies.
I want you to go to Chernobyl
Wise decision, Comrade General Secretary.
and take Professor Legasov with you.
Forgive me, Comrade General Secretary, but I
Do
don't...
you know how a nuclear reactor works?
No.
No. Well, then
He
how
clearly
would you
has
know
no
what you're
idea.
looking at?
Yeah. He thinks he knows too much, but he doesn't, clearly not.
How does a nuclear reactor work?
What?
It's a simple question.
But the answer is not simple.
Of course.
No, I
I
don't think
presume
so.
I'm too stupid to understand. So I'll restate. Tell me how a nuclear reactor works, or I'll have one of these soldiers throw you out of the helicopter.
A nuclear reactor makes electricity with steam. Steam turns a turbine which generates the electricity. Where a typical power plant makes steam by burning coal, a nuclear plant, we use something called fission.
Fission.
You take an unstable element like uranium-235. A neutron is,
The bullet.
It's not the bullet.
yes, the bullet.
Oh, okay,
So,
not scientifically
bullets
it
are
isn't.
flying off of the uranium. The bullets from one atom will eventually strike another atom.
He's
The force
oversimplifying
of
things
this
for him.
impact
For
splits
that
that
idiot.
atom apart,
Right?
releasing a tremendous amount of energy.
Good. I know how a nuclear reactor works. Now I don't need you.
What? No, he will not tell the man to throw him out.
Take her away from here, Tate, please.
Get away from them.
Yeah, please.
You want to get sick? Go
go! Please take her, please take her. Please take her, please. Please, please. Please take her!
Ignitenko. He's being transported by helicopter to Moscow. Hospital number 6.
Why, is he all right? Can I see him?
You want to see him, go to Moscow.
But they're not letting us leave here.
Tell them Major Burov allows it.
When are they taking him?
Now.
Wow. They really are. Wow. I think they do need some precautions. Some kind of hazmat suits.
I don't have to.
Something.
Look,
Anything.
That's graphite on the roof. The whole
Whoa.
building's been blown open. The core's exposed.
If we can't see, we don't know. Get us directly over the building.
Boris,
Don't
if
use
we
my
fly
name.
directly over,
I have
the
done
reactor
your
will be
advice.
dead within a week. Dead! If you fly directly over that core, I promise you by tomorrow morning you'll be begging for that bullet.
He won't like it.
Deputy Secretary Garanin.
Ulana Khomyuk of the Belarusian Institute for Nuclear Energy.
What a pleasure. Let me introduce
I'm here
Ilya...
about Chernobyl. I know that the core is either partially or completely exposed.
Whatever that means.
And that if you don't immediately issue iodine tablets and then evacuate the city, hundreds of thousands of people are going to get cancer, and God knows how many more will die.
There has been an accident at Chernobyl, but I've been assured there is no problem.
I'm telling you that there is.
I prefer my opinion to yours.
She has a plan, right?
Stable iodine will keep your thyroid from absorbing radioactive iodine. Take one a day for as long as they last. And go east.
Okay. She's spreading awareness. Man, I need to find more about those pills. The iodine.
Comrade Tibia, Chief Engineer Famin, Colonel Pikalov and I are honoured at your arrival. We have begun our own inquiry into the cause of the accident, and I have a list of individuals who we believe are accountable.
Oh, they're gonna play some blame game, right?
Professor Legasov, I understand you've been saying dangerous things.
Very dangerous things. Apparently our reactor core exploded.
I'm not prepared to explain it at this time.
As I presumed, he has no answer.
It's disgraceful. Really.
Why did I see graphite on the roof?
Ah,
Graphite is
he's
only found in the
questioning
core
them.
where it's used as a neutron flux moderator.
Wow. He has been learning.
Farman, why did the Deputy Chairman see graphite on the roof?
Oh, there can't be. Perhaps you saw burnt concrete.
Now, there you made a mistake. Because I may not know much about nuclear reactors. I know a lot about concrete.
No, Comrade, I assure you that...
I understand. You think Legasov is wrong. How shall we prove it?
Our high-range dosimeter just arrived.
Whoa.
Cover one of our trucks with lead shielding.
Whoa.
Mount the dosimeter on the front.
Now we're gonna know for sure. Science, yeah.
Have one of your men get as close to the fire as he can.
Ah, we are all so eager to know about the real reading, right?
It's not through Röntgen. It's 15,000.
Wow.
What does that number mean?
It means the core is open. It means the fire we're watching with our own eyes is giving off nearly twice the radiation released by the bomb in Hiroshima. And that's
wow.
Hour after hour. 20 hours since the explosion, so 40 bombs worth by now. 48 more tomorrow, and it will not stop. Not in a week, not in a month. It will burn and spread its poison until the entire continent is dead.
Freezing scorch, Comrades Bukhanov and Famin.
I'm so curious, how did they contain it?
Thank you for your
I mean,
service.
Ukraine is still there and Chernobyl is still there.
in charge.
And we did not get affected.
Tell me how to put it out.
We'll use helicopters. We'll drop water on it like a forest fire.
You don't understand. This isn't a fire. This is a fissioning reactor core burning at over 2,000 degrees. The heat will instantly vaporize the water.
How do we put it out?
That has never occurred on this planet before.
How do we put it out?
Boron and sand. Though that'll create problems of its own, but I don't see any other way.
How much sand and boron? For God's sake, roughly.
5,000 tons. But obviously, we're going to need to evacuate an enormous area.
Never mind that. Focus on the fire. This will go much easier if you talk to me about the things you do understand and not about the things you do not understand.
Where are you going?
Going to get you 5,000 tons of sand and boron.
Haha. She's the real deal. Wow, as I expected, everything from trees to the mud, the dirt, the animals, everything is suffering, man. And look how the wind is blowing, how fast it's blowing.
Remind them about the perimeter.
Lead 1 per pre-flight, maintain minimum 10-meter perimeter.
Copy that. 40 meters. 35.
No.
Wow.
They're too close. They cannot go over the core.
Lead 1, you are inside the perimeter.
Whoa.
Did not copy this.
He was told not to be there. Whoa.
Lead 1. Lead 1.
Is there any other way, Legazo?
Now he's trusting him. Yeah.
Send the next one in. Tell them to approach from the west.
And what did he mean by in? Are they still going into the parameters? Wow, I never imagined such things would be that much of a danger, you know?
Chernobyl Institute Laboratory 4. They're dropping sand and boron on the fire.
That's what I would do.
Yes, I'm sure it is.
Oh. Are those the blueprints for the reactor? I guess. Yeah.
Where are you going?
Chernobyl.
Wow, she's so committed.
There are 50,000 people in this city.
Says the radiation isn't high enough to evacuate.
Lillian isn't a physicist.
Well, he's a medical doctor. If he says it's safe, it's safe.
Not if they stay here.
We're staying here.
Yes, we are. And we'll be dead in 5 years.
He knows a lot.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's a good thing maybe, but not for them, apparently.
Thank you.
What? Is it a good news or a bad one? Come on.
A nuclear plant in Sweden has detected radiation.
What?
And identified it as a byproduct of our fuel.
That's
The
not a
Americans
good
took
news
satellite photos.
for them.
The reactor building, the smoke, the fire. The wind has been blowing toward Germany. Not letting children play outside.
Wow.
In Frankfurt.
Wow, it's too much. And they are really not concerned for their children, apparently.
The Soviets may have been fairly quick to acknowledge the accident because evidence in the form of mild nuclear radiation had already reached beyond the Soviet borders to Scandinavia.
Wow. Are those for evacuation? I think, yeah.
Внимание! Населенные пункты Киевской
Wow.
Для этого каждому
Okay, they are taking
сегодня
young people first,
7 апреля
setting up a preference.
14:00 документы.
Who knew this would be a ghost town or city for eternity, right? I mean, all of those people leaving their homes forever. And most probably, most of them would just die in a few years because of radiation. Oh, they are letting them in, the elders. Oh, that must be a pet dog. No. Man, this... why didn't they let him go with his family, you know? Wow. Such a big city.
I'm from the Belarusian Institute for Nuclear Energy.
Do you have permission?
Listen to me, I need to speak to someone urgently.
Turn around right now or I'll arrest you.
If you arrest me, you should take me to the highest possible authority.
By the way, what is this thing between the Russians and the vodka? I really have no knowledge, no clue about it.
Comrades,
So I'd
the
like
guards
to
arrested
know.
this woman at the south checkpoint.
Olana Yurevna Khomyuk, Chief Physicist, Belarusian Institute for Nuclear Energy, and your Valery Alexeyevich Legasov. Smothering the core will put the fire out, but the temperature will eventually increase. It will
Believe me,
melt down.
I'm perfectly aware. But I estimate at least a month before it melts through the lower concrete pad, which gives us time.
No, you don't have a month. You have approximately 2 days.
Wow.
Yes, it's going to burn through the biological shield here by Tuesday. And when it does, it's going to hit these tanks, bubbler pools, reservoirs.
Reservoirs for the ECS. I understand your concern. But I confirmed it with plant personnel. The tanks are nearly empty.
No, they were nearly empty. All drained to the bubbler pools. I'm guessing that every pipe in the building ruptured, and then there are those fire engines that I saw on the way in.
Fire hoses are still connected. They've been gushing water into the structure this whole time.
Oh, the commission.
I have 10 minutes.
Wow.
Then I'm back on the phone, apologizing to our friends, apologizing to our enemies.
Professor Legasov will deliver our briefing.
What?
There is some good news. The airdrops are working to douse the fire. There's been a reduction in radionuclide emissions. Nuclear fuel doesn't turn cold simply because it is not on fire. In fact, the temperature will likely rise as a result of the blanket of sand we dropped. The uranium will melt the sand, creating a kind of lava, which will begin to melt down through the shield below.
You've made lava.
Kind of.
I anticipated this. This is Ulana Khomyuk of the Belarusian Institute. Thanks to her insight, we are now aware that the tanks are, in fact, full.
When the lava enters these tanks, it will instantly superheat and vaporize approximately 7,000 cubic meters of water, causing a significant thermal explosion between 2 and 4 megatons. Everything within a 30-kilometer radius will be completely destroyed, including the 3 remaining reactors at Chernobyl. The entirety of the radioactive material in all of the cores will be ejected at force. The release of radiation will be severe and will impact all of Soviet Ukraine, Latvia, Lithuania, Belarusia, as well as Poland, Czechoslovakia, Hungary, Romania, and most of East Germany.
Oh, that's too much of an area.
What do you mean, impact?
4 megatons, right?
For much of the area, a nearly permanent disruption of the food and water supply.
For Belarusia and the Ukraine, impact means completely uninhabitable for a minimum of 100 years.
Oh, he's worried now.
There
Yeah.
are more than 50 million people living in Belarusia and Ukraine.
60, yes. We may have a solution. We can pump the water from the tanks. Unfortunately, the tanks are sealed shut by a sluice gate, and the gate can only be opened manually from within the duct system itself. So we need to find 3 plant workers who know the facility well enough to enter the basement here.
They'll likely be dead in a week.
We're asking for your permission to kill 3 men.
Wow.
All victories inevitably come at a cost.
I guess that was a yes. Oh, all those are pets, come on. Those are not stray dogs. Aren't they going to feed them, at least?
And of course, any volunteers will be rewarded. A yearly stipend of 400 rubles.
We've all heard about the firemen, and now you want us to swim underneath a burning reactor. Do you even know how contaminated it is?
I don't have an exact number.
You don't need an exact number to know if it will kill us. But you can't even tell us that. Why should we do this? For what, 400 rubles?
You'll do it because it must be done.
Oh, he's using his ways now.
And if you don't, millions will die. If you tell me that's not enough, I won't believe you.
Ananenko.
Where's Parlov?
Baranov.
Oh, the unfortunate ones. But they'll become heroes, I guess. At least the world would remember them. Wow. How are they even breathing in that? I mean, they have oxygen, but you know what I mean. Oh my goodness. Oh, that sound, the clicker. Wow, the meters, they also maxed out. There's something going off, something going to explode. Oh. My goodness, it's due to the radiation, right? Now they are stuck. They're having some trouble in breathing as well. What was that? What was that? I mean, my goodness, this episode looked so more horrific than the previous one. Even though people were getting affected physically in the last episode, but this was too much, too horrific. I mean, hearing all those statistics, those numbers, hearing all those numbers about the whole thing, you know, them mentioning 4 megatons of something, 3 times the bombing of Hiroshima for continuous for weeks, hundreds of years, everything. My brain wasn't even processing those things. Too much for something that is man-made. Only I think supernatural things, events could cause such things, you know. This was not something supernatural. This was not something godly. This was not something heavenly. This was all a main mad station, a nuclear reactor station, which probably blasted off due to human error, or who knows. We'll get to that part as well, I guess, I believe, too soon. But for now, we all have to see what these three men are going to do about their own lives, and the whole commission, everything is just depending, the whole world, in fact, is depending on them, their services, and what they are capable to do. So yeah, we are going to see that too. Overall, I can't see I'm enjoying. How could someone enjoy? I mean, look at all those people, forced to flee away from home, and all those bats and the animals. Oh my God, everyone is suffering because of humans. That's what happens every time we mess up, with things. So, in that sense, I'm not enjoying that this TV show. But we cannot deny that how well produced this thing is. It let us acquire knowledge about a few things. At the same time, we are not even getting bored. So, and it really feels as if we are watching all the things with our own eyes. As I started the video saying that it's a different thing to go read a book about something. It's a different thing go grab someone to tell their story, but it's a whole new thing when the whole story becomes a movie, a well produced movie or TV show or filmography, any piece of film. That is something else. So I can sense that thing, that analogy, and this TV show. It's an exceptional one. I am looking forward to watch more episodes from this show, and I hope you guys are enjoying this with me. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video as well. If you did, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos like these. See you again next time. Bye.